And of course, you guys will not show up on the screen just for those that were unable to make it today. And of course, we'll get some music playing. If it's too loud, too quiet, you can always unmute or put it in the chat box and let me know. Otherwise, we're going to start with our feet outside of our legs, arms coming out. We're coming into a lateral lunge. We're taking that hand, tapping that opposite toe or that opposite ankle, either or. Just getting a nice little stretch for our inner thighs. And then at your own pace, getting those legs warmed up. Trying to keep those arms nice and straight as we push that butt back. In 5 seconds, we're going to turn both our toes to the left. 3, 2, 1. We turn our toes to the left. From here, we're going to put our hands down, bending that left leg, keeping that right leg straight. We come straight into our world's greatest stretch. So we're just going to slowly bring that left arm up and down as we stretch out our hips, stretch out our spine. We're getting ready to switch sides, so let's go ahead, place that left hand down, step that left foot back, and we're gonna bring that right foot forward now as we switch sides, right arms coming up and down. We have a few more seconds, and then we're gonna step that right foot back, holding out that plank as we come from a downward dog to a plank in 3, 2, 1. Right foot comes back. We're gonna push our butt into the air, upside down V, and then we slowly bring our shoulders over our wrists to that plank, just slowly alternating downward dog, transitioning to that plank. Warming up our shoulders, getting our back ready. We have 5 seconds. We're gonna walk those hands in. 3, 2, 1. Walk those hands into our feet. We're gonna stand it on up, and we're gonna come into a curtsy lunge. Then we pick up that same knee, and we hug it nice and tight to our chest, slowly alternating side by side. With that curtsy lunge, we're keeping our hips nice and squared. They're not rotating. You're just slightly passing that first leg. It doesn't have to be a big step. We're getting ready to come into that squat to hamstring stretch in 5, 4. We're gonna step our feet outside of our hips, bringing it out as we bend it over, keeping those legs nice and straight, palms on the ground. You feel that pull in the back of your legs. We're gonna go ahead, bend those legs, bringing our butt down to the floor. If you like, you can pick your hands up, and then you can use those elbows to push those knees out, really opening up our hips. Let's place those hands back down, extend the legs, bringing the butt back into the air. Gonna go ahead, do this one more time. Nice deep stretch for those hamstrings. And then let's go ahead, bring it back down into that deep squat. Your choice if you want to keep your hands on the ground, or if you want to pick them up, push those knees out again. Opening up our hip one last time. We're going to finish it out with just some simple body squats. So let's go ahead, place those hands down, extend the legs up, slowly roll it up, and we're going to scoot our feet just a little bit closer, and we're just going to end with 30 seconds of some squats as we get our glutes fired up. And again, we are gonna move into a 2-minute core AMRAP, as many rounds as possible. We're gonna have 2 ab workouts, or 2 ab exercises that we're gonna alternate between for the entire 2 minutes. Let's go ahead, finish out one more final squat, and then let's go ahead and relax. So here it is, our 2 moves. Coming down to the ground, feet together, knees open, butterfly sit up. So you're shooting those hands forward and past those toes, keeping our knees open. We're gonna do 6 reps of those, so 6 butterfly sit ups. And then you're gonna close those knees as we come into 6 reverse lunges, or reverse crunches into some leg extensions. And the key there is you're pushing that lower back into the ground the entire time. So 6 is our lucky number. You're gonna keep going. You can take as many breaks as you'd like to. Try to keep them very short, very small. So let's go ahead, bring our feet together. Knees are open, hands over our heads. 6 butterfly sit-ups going in 3, 2, 1. You are counting your own reps. So once you get those 6 butterfly sit-ups, you're bringing those knees together and you're coming into those 6 reverse crunches with those leg extensions. So in that reverse crunch, the hips are coming just slightly off the ground. If that's a little too challenging for you, just stick to the leg extension. So extend the legs in, tuck the knees in, and that's what you're gonna do. Once you finish that, we start it back, opening up those knees, 6 of our butterfly sit-ups. We're gonna try to aim for at least 3 rounds. You don't have to, but I'm just giving you something to work towards. 6 of those butterfly sit-ups into 6 of those reverse crunches. We are officially halfway there. We've already been working our core for an entire minute. Make sure that lower back does not arch into that reverse crunch and that leg extension. If it does, do not lower those legs as far down to the ground. Keep them a little higher. Can you get to that 3rd round? Or better yet, can you finish it out? We have 30 seconds. And then we get a quick little 30-second break as we move into our upper body. Your core should be feeling nice and warm right now as we get it activated, ready for the rest of this workout. 10 more seconds. Keep it going for another 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, you're just gonna turn it on over because we are gonna move into our upper body circuit. We're gonna lay on our stomach, legs are extended, arms are extended, toes are pointed to the ground, eyes are looking down. We're gonna come up for Superman, lower down but don't touch, and then come up for a pulse. So you do 1 pulse, back down. Superman pulse, back down. Meet me when you're ready. We're going in 3, 2, 1. We come up, we pull, and we bring it back down to rest. So you're getting 1 of those baby pulses in. We're working our lower back. And we're halfway there. 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. That is what we are working with for these 3 rounds and these 3 upper body exercises. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands in to your chest because our second move is a push-up pause. You're in that push-up position. You're coming down. Hold it for a second and then press back up. If you need to, modify it to your knees so that you can hold it, then press it up. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Hold for 2. Then come back up. If you need to, modify to 1 knee, down, hold, then up. Or modify it down to 2 knees. Down, hold, then up. So I want you down low, holding that push-up for 2 seconds before you press back up. If you cannot get that full range of motion, that is a sign that you need to modify it. And that is okay. We're working on progress, not perfection. We all have to start somewhere. 3, 2, 1. Let's turn it over because now we have tricep dips. Woo, nice little trifecta for our upper body. Hands behind our back, legs are bent. We're bringing our butt off the floor. We're gonna come down nice and slow for 2 seconds, and come back up for 1. In 3, 2, 1. Come down for 2, 1, up for 1, 2, 1, up for 1. And you're imagining you have something in between those elbows You're pushing it together. You're not letting those elbows flare out. So you'll notice that is the theme for our lower body and upper body circuit. Start with a pulse, and then a hold, and then a slow tempo. These are all ways you can advance and make your movements more difficult if you don't have weights at home. 3, 2, 1. Let's turn it back over. We have our first round down. We are starting at the top with our Superman pulse, but this time I want you to pulse 5 times. So when you're up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then you get to rest. Let's go in 2, 1, come up for 5 pulses. If it's a little too challenging, then you can always stick with just the 1 pulse. Again, this is your workout. I'm giving you different levels of difficulty, different variations, depending on where your fitness level is currently. So we're going for 5 pulses, but if you need to, modify to 1, that's okay. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We're bringing our hands into our chest. And as you may have guessed, that push-up hold, we're gonna increase it. 5-second hold down there, then we push up. Or if you need to, stick to the 2, then push. But we're aiming for 4, at least try for 5 seconds. And then if it's too difficult, switch to the 2. We have 3, 2, 1. We're coming down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push it up. And even if it's too difficult, first try a modification. Hold it for 5. If that's still too difficult, then you can bring it down to 2. There's no shame in modifying. You want quality over quantity. I want you to get that chest as low down to the ground. I want you to keep those elbows flared at 45 degrees or less. I do not want that back arching. We get to recover as we turn it over. Tricep dip, and as you may have guessed, we're gonna increase our time going down to 4 seconds. So we're coming down nice and slow, 3 seconds. We're coming down nice and slow for 3 seconds. Butts are up. 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Press it up. 3, 2, 1. Press it up. And you might not feel that 1 second difference yet, but I promise you your muscles feel it. You're keeping your muscle under tension for that 1 extra second. Woo! And your triceps can tell. So you should be coming down, that butt should just tap the floor, and that's your sign to press right back up. You're feeling this burn in the back of those arms for another 4, 3, 2, 1. We turn it back. Here we go, our last round. The last time we're gonna do this. So, of course, I'm gonna give you another level of difficulty. I want you to pulse the entire time. If you need to rest, take that quick rest, but that is my challenge to you. We're pulsing the entire 40 seconds in 3, 2, 1. We're keeping those hands and those feet off the ground. Toes and eyes should be looking at the floor, and we're pulsing as we work that lower back. Woo! And again, if you need a quick little rest, take that 1 quick second and pop it right back up. I haven't taken my class before. My one and only rule is that you try to keep your body moving the entire time, whether that is a modification, a progression. We have 3, 2, and 1. Holy moly, hands in. Here we go, our push-up hold. And as you may have guessed, we're gonna try and hold it the entire time, or you can just do 10 seconds, a lot of different variations. But let's try to hold for 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, and we're holding. And if you feel that back arching, drop a knee. If you still feel that back arching, drop both knees, and just hold that push-up. Whew. This is not an easy variation, so I do not expect you to be able to hold it the entire time. That is okay. If you need to, you can always press back up. Take that quick rest. Bring it down. We have 15 seconds. Hold as long as you can. You just have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Relax those shoulders because we're moving on to our triceps. We're turning over tabletop position, 4-second tempo. So we're going down for 4, up for 1. Butts are off the ground. We're going in 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, press up. So at that 1, that's when the butt should be tapping the ground, and then immediately press back up for 1 second. Whew. This is our final upper body movement, and then we're gonna move back into our core AMRAP. And of course, we just can't keep it with those 2 moves, so we're gonna add 1 more move to that core AMRAP. Still 6 will be your lucky number, so let's get through these tricep dips. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, shake out those shoulders if you need to, because our third move, we are adding to our core AMRAP in our plank position, fighter planks. We're gonna do 6 total, so that's 3 on each side, and we are adding that to the end of our 6 butterfly sit-ups and our 6 reverse crunches. So let's get into butterfly position. We have 3, 2, 1, counting your own reps. 6 of these butterfly sit-ups, 6 of those reverse crunches to leg extensions, and then 6 fighter planks, whew, which, if I can talk today, is 3 on each side for a total of 6. And then you just start it all over again until these 2.5 minutes are done. And if you need to modify those planks, go ahead and do so. Take it down to the knees, and then you'll still bring your knees out, side to side. And in those planks, those shoulders should be right over those wrists. With those butterfly sit-ups, we're taking our time, we're coming to a complete stop, and we are not using momentum to help us up. And again, those reverse crunches, extend the legs a little higher if that back is arching. Once again, aiming for those 3 rounds if you can. Again, you don't have to. It's just a lot easier to keep working when you have a goal in mind, something to accomplish, something to work for. We have officially less than 1 minute, 50 seconds to go. And then we're moving on to our lower body. Less than 30 seconds. Are you on that 3rd round? Are you gonna finish that 3rd round and even make it to the 4th round? Whew. What is your goal coming into this? You've already done this core AMRAP once, and you get 1 more chance to do this at the end of this workout. So keep that in mind. Maybe you try to beat whatever round you're on now, because we are done. 2.5 minutes of core. We stand it on up, 30 seconds here. Grab some water. If you need it, towel it off. And then let's bring it to our feet, because we are about to work our legs. Feet hip width apart. Toes turned out just slightly, because we're coming down. 1 pulse, back up. So pulse, and then up. In 3, 2, 1, come down and pulse. stand it up. And when you stand up, do not fully lock out those knees. I want you to stand, stop before they lock out, and then bring it right back down. So you're at the top for 1 second or less. We're keeping our legs working. We're keeping those quads under tension the entire 40 seconds. And if you have a weight, a book, a backpack that you want to hold on to, add some extra weight, you're more than welcome to. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna bring it back down to the floor because we have a bridge hold. Legs are bent back. We press it down against the floor, and then from there we're up 2 seconds, back down. In 3, 2, 1. Hold it for 1, 2, back down. As soon as your butt taps, you're bringing it right back up. And at the top of that bridge, you're squeezing those glutes. You're thinking about the muscles you are using. Mind-muscle connection. It is a thing. It really makes a difference. Push through your feet and squeeze those glutes at the top as we hold for those 2 seconds. Shoulder blades should be staying on the ground. 2, 1. Let's stand it back up for our final leg movement. Before we do this for 2 more rounds, we have a curtsy lunge, and of course, 2 seconds down, back up, and then immediately 2 seconds down, back up. Let's go ahead, step it back, pick whichever side you want to start with, step it back. 1, 2, right back up. 1, 2, and if you need to hold on to a wall, you need to hold on to a chair, that is fine. This is also a balancing movement. You want to make sure that knee is staying in line with that ankle. Woo, driving it between that second and third toe. And same thing like with the squats, do not fully lock those knees out. You want to keep a nice soft bend. We have 3 seconds, even it out, so whatever leg you started on, you should be finishing. And then we recover. We're back to our squat pulses. So 5 pulses, down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back up, but we do not fully lock. You stop right before. We're going in 3, 2, 1, bring it down. 1, 2, 3, or count your own. Again, you do not have to work at my pace. You can work faster, slower. This is your workout, you guys. Woo. And again, if you want to grab that weight, you don't have a weight, but you want to add some, grab a book. You have a furry friend, hold on to your dog or your cat. You have a backpack, whatever you want. There are so many home versions. You have 10 seconds. Your glutes, your quads, they should be feeling it. They're not burning, they should be nice and warm at least. Let's recover, bring it to the floor. Legs are bent, bottom is on the ground. 5-second hold. So as you lay here, I want you to exhale. Make that sound, blow it out of your mouth. You feel that lower back flat now? That's how I want you to keep it. In 3, 2, 1, we're up for 5, 4, 3, squeeze those glutes. 1, back down, quick tap, bring it up. 5, 4, 3, shoulder blades not coming off. Come back down, bring it up. 3, 2, 1. And if you have a weight, you can always put it right above your pelvis. Hold on to it there, and that's some extra resistance to work against your glutes. You have 5 more seconds. Give me one last full rep. We're gonna hold it out. For 3, 2, 1. Let's stand it back up. As we move into that curtsy lunge, a 3-second tempo down. So 3 seconds we come down, 1 second right back up. You go in 4, 3, 2, 1, step it back. 3, 2, 1, back up and switch. And if you have weights, you can hold them down to the side. You can rack them up. If you rack them up, it's gonna work your core a little bit more. Just make sure your elbow stays in line with your shoulders if you're doing that. If you can't, just bring it down to the sides. If you're holding on to weights, again, body weight, so you do not have to. We have 3, 2, 1. Shake out those legs, because this is our final round, and then we just finish it off with our 3-minute core. So we have 6 minutes and 20 seconds. That is it. We are gonna pulse it, your choice, 10 times or pulse it the entire 40 seconds if you can. Let's bring it down. We're gonna try and pulse it the entire time. But if you need that quick recovery, take it. We're sitting in a chair, we're pushing that butt back, and you may have heard otherwise, but it is okay if those knees come over your toes. That's just all on if you're more hip mobile or knee mobile or ankle mobile, I mean. All about mobility there. It's okay if those knees come past. Woo, our last set for each of these. Hold it out. We are in single digits. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holy moly, shake out those legs. Those quads should be burning. We're bringing it to the floor. Our bridge hold. We're gonna try to hold it that entire time, or if you need to modify, hold it for the 10 seconds. We have 3. Blow it out of your mouth, that air. And let's bring those hips up. Squeeze those glutes. Think about your glute muscles working. Push through your feet. You want that weight through the balls of your feet and through the heels. And we're taking this time, slow that breathing down, breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, as you continue to squeeze those glutes for 10 more seconds. Holding nice and strong. You have 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring it on up. Curtsy lunge. We're gonna stay on one side for 20 seconds. So we're gonna come down for 4 seconds on the same leg, and then when I tell you, we'll switch. So pick whichever leg you wanna start with, because we have 3, 2, 1, step it back. 4, 3, 2, 1. And you don't have to step that foot forward this time. You can keep it in this position as you slowly bring it up and down. We're gonna switch in 10 seconds. So you should be able to get one final rep in here for 4, 3, 2, 1, switching sides. This is where we're sticking with. We're gonna end on this side as we come down for 4, 3, 2, 1. That back knee should not touch the ground. It should stop just before it. We have 4 seconds, last rep, bring it down, nice and slow with me. 2, 1, stand it on up. And here we go, 30 seconds, our last core AMRAP. This is the final move we are going to add to this core AMRAP. We come down now to an elbow plank, knee taps, 3 on each side for 6 total. So that is where we are gonna end it. But first we have to start with those butterfly sit-ups. 3, 2, 1, 6 reps. Count your own. This is it, you guys. The final 3 minutes. We're finishing strong. We're feeling strong. Woo! Because you're almost there. 6 butterfly sit-ups. 6 reverse crunches to those leg extensions. 6 spider planks. And then 6 elbow plank knee taps. So those final 2 are 3 on each side for a total of 6. And modify however you need to. So you're just gonna come straight down onto your elbows, hold that nice straight back, and tap those knees down gently, very gently. I don't want you to hurt your knees. So don't go banging them on the floor, on your mat. We have 1 minute down, 2 to go. Can you get to that third round? Or can you beat wherever you were at in that last time we did this core AMRAP? I know we're adding an extra movement, but we also added 30 seconds. So you should be able to get somewhere close to or better than that last time we did this AMRAP. Woo! Our core is feeling good, nice and warm, or it's on fire. Either one I am okay with, as long, again, as you're keeping your body moving. Keep that back nice and straight in those planks. Don't let your butt into the air. This is not a downward dog. You're holding that nice straight plank. Here it is, our last minute, the final leg. We're almost to the finish line, you guys. Keep working. We're starting this Monday off strong. This will set the tone for the rest of your week, the rest of your day. Woo! I want you to feel good about yourself. I want you to feel confident. As we work through 25 seconds, the final push. Keeping it moving. Butterfly sit up, reverse crunch with that leg extension, spider plank, and then that elbow plank with our knee tap. Final 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Go ahead and relax. Grab some water. Towel it off if you need to. And then when you're ready, go ahead and meet me in that nice calming child's pose, seated on our heels. Palms on the ground as we bring our chin to chest. Unlocking our lower back. Our chance to slowly bring that heart rate down. Inhaling through our nose. Slowly exhaling out through our mouth. And with that next exhale, I want you to walk those hands gently to the left. So reach for that right palm as far as you can. Bring your nose to that left knee. You should begin to feel a stretch in that upper right back. And then go ahead, inhale center, exhale to the right. We're gonna go ahead, inhale back to center. From here, puppy pose. We lift our hips as we slide those hands forward. And then we slowly drop our forehead to the floor once we reach that highest point with your hips. And you're just gonna melt your chest into the ground, keeping those arms nice and straight. You begin to feel a stretch through your chest and through your shoulders. For another 3, 2, and 1. Slide those hands back into quadruped position. So hands should be right underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And we're just gonna curl our toes, taking our knees off the ground. We come into our downward dog. We're pushing our shoulders and our butt up and back. And then from there, we're walking the dog, pedaling out those heels. If it feels good, maybe you hold one heel down for a few seconds before you switch over as you stretch out those calves. And if it also feels good, nod your head yes, shake your head no. And then let's go ahead and slowly walk those hands back to our feet, into our forward fold. We're just gonna swing our hands behind our back, interlock those fingers and raise them on up to get a nice big shoulder stretch. as we fall deeper into this hamstring stretch. If it's a little too uncomfortable, you can slightly bend those knees if it's just a little too much pressure for you. Otherwise, you can keep those legs nice and straight. We have 3, 2, 1. Gently bring those hands back down to the floor as we roll up vertebrae by vertebrae for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then finally, let's take a nice big inhale as we sweep those arms overhead. Exhale that left arm down, lean it to the left. Nice deep stretch coming down that right side. That bicep is by your ear, not in front of your face. We're just taking a couple of nice deep breaths in and then out. With that next inhale, bring that left arm up. Exhale that right arm down, lean it to the right. And then let's go ahead, inhale up. From here, we're gonna bring our right arm behind our back like so, palm facing away. And then we're gonna take our left hand on top of our head as we guide our left ear down to our left shoulder. A nice little neck stretch. And then go ahead, inhale that head back up. Switching sides, left arm behind the back, right hand on the head. We guide the ear down to that right shoulder as we feel that stretch down the left side of our neck now. And then finally, inhale, releasing that right arm. We're gonna sweep our arms up one final time. Nice big inhale through our core. And then go ahead, slowly exhale those arms down. Finally, give yourself a big round of applause because that, my friends, is all I have for class today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great rest of your day, great rest of your week. Bye, Joy. Bye, Catherine. Melly, John, lovely to see you guys.
Bye-bye. Thanks so much.
No problem. Have a good day.
You too.